What's up, guys? Ryan here from Dark Dally, and today we are continuing our series on my No Man's Land build in Farming Simulator 19. Now, if you're not familiar with No Man's Land, let's go ahead and pull up a map and we'll just do a quick little recap here. You start off with nothing, and I started off with nothing and have eked out a meager little farm here. And as you can see, I forget exactly where I was at in the last video because it's been a week or so. I've been working on this, and yeah, so I said I wanted to do like a whole industrial complex kind of thing here, and that's what we're doing. I'm going to take you through all the new stuff that we've added to the farm, and pretty much like what you can do from absolute scratch, because No Man's Land literally starts you off with like nothing, all the cheapest equipment that's already broken, and this one little tiny field here. And I want to show you what we've done since part 2. First of all, I did achieve my dream tractor. And I think I talked a little bit about large tractors, which becomes a necessity when you see the fields that I have out back. This is, this is the Class Zerion 5000. And yeah, I saved up for it. And yes, it took a long time. At first, I bought it as a 4000 and then I upgraded it. And this was my choice for large tractor. Like I think I said in the last time, you got your articulating ones, you got your track ones, and then you got this one right here. And we're going to take a little drive in it, just a little short drive, and I'll show you some things. I'm going to show you the farm. I want to show you why I chose this as my primary large tractor. First of all, you can find some really interesting videos on YouTube on this thing. One thing I like about it, I don't like articulating tractors because the mechanical operation of the turning takes so long, and this thing turns much quicker because of its incredible monster truck like 4-wheel steering. It also has something very, very unique, which is it changes driving direction, but not only does it change driving direction, the entire cab flips. And yes, it does in real life as well. It's actually really cool to see, and you should look up a YouTube video on this. So anyway, this is the tractor I chose as my large tractor. Now you can see right there in front of me where I parked one of my headers, I got a new combine. Yes, I finally got a new harvester. It's taken a lot of money. It's taken a lot of time to save up this money. You can see it there in the corner. If I can get it, there we go. I'm saving up right now for an IT runner, and those things run about 200 grand. And this harvest, which you're about to see, I'm going to show you the new fields, the new plans, and everything that we're doing here in No Man's Land. And basically, this is, what you can achieve in No Man's Land from nothing, and I'm really still nowhere. In fact, if you look at my map here, whoops, wrong button. If we look at my map, I think I've bought one more plot of land since the last part. I bought plot 27, at 86 grand a pop. I got other expenses, and I'm going to show you this. We're going to take a tour in my truck here. The truck's a little less loud than the tractors, and it'll make for a quicker tour. So let's see. So first of all, I'm not sure if this building was here or not. I got these sheds set up here. Now this shed right here used to be where I stored my skid steer, but we moved that, and I'll show you why. So I got a shed there for my tractors. And then over here, this is where I keep my harvester. Right now it's out in the field. And then I don't have any forestry gear yet really, except for, pretty much this mulcher up here, which comes in handy. Here's where we, this is the entrance to my farm. This is where my land stops right here. And I got a little ramp right here so that if I need to, for whatever reason, if I have a smaller vehicle like a skid steer, I can load up tippers. All right, let's go check out the farm. Now, I'm using a lot of mods, but I figure a lot of people who are playing this game use mods. I know some YouTubers who cover this game don't use mods in their playthroughs for videos, but I do. And a lot of this stuff is. So, actually, speaking of which, this tractor here, as of the time of this video, is fairly new. It's a cute little tractor. I use that. That's obviously my fertilizer tractor. That's my fertilizer tractor. Then the Zerion's my workhorse, and then up here, I still have the Deutz-Fahr, and that's still kind of it's my go-to do everything tractor, really. It goes to the places the Zerion can't fit, which I'm going to show you. So I got some new roads and some new stuff. I don't remember how many of these buildings were here last time. So this is where I sleep here. I just have doormat outside this to rest in. I don't remember if I had this last time or not. I made a little, yep, got a little wash station back there, mechanic shop, little gas tank here. Up the hill last time, I thought I was going to put a silo up here. I still don't have a silo. I sold my original silo. I've been running siloless. Siloless? Well, it's a word now. And I'll show you my solution to that. So we get this little bridge here, and up here at the top of the hill, I decided to put a lumber mill. Because in order to do some of the field, some of the clearing for fields that I simply had to do, I was like, I need a place to sell this lumber. This is the first selling point that I've actually put on the map, besides the one it starts you with. No Man's Land does start you off with a general selling point at the bottom of the map. Oh, look at that, you see over there, those fields are now, actually there's 2 of them now. On the last video, I had one big empty field back here. The field off to the right, and I wasn't sure what I was going to put there. Well, we've been able to afford better equipment and everything, and I've been reaping corn and sunflowers. They seem to bring good money, and that's been supplying me money to buy the equipment that I have. Speaking of, don't you just hate this when this happens right here? I sowed all of this at the same time, and this one group of sunflowers refuses to mature. And I like to harvest all at one time. So let's take a little trip down this road here. So yep, this field's all planted in here. Now last time it was just like it was an idea. It was just an empty area. This unfortunately is my entire tipper situation. And that's one reason I'm saving up for an IT runner truck. I should be able to run one of those tippers off the back of it, and also it's a big versatile truck that can carry a lot of things. As we all know, IT Runner is an awesome, awesome mod to have. Oh, here's my new harvester up here. Oh yes, we have new fields off to the right, and I'll show you those. Let's take a little trip over here. This is the harvester I chose. This is a decent, it's not the best harvester, definitely not. This was what I could afford. It cost me a couple $100,000. Oh yeah, we gotta go to the other side to get in. This is, well, it's a John Deere T650i. It seemed to have pretty much everything that I could afford for, I think it was around $200,000 or so. And yes, it's a mod. Speaking of mods, I found a really cool corn/sunflower header. Now, this thing is like, this header is awesome. It's not the biggest, not the smallest. It's a 7.8 meter, I believe, when it unfolds. And I swear, I'm going to go ahead and fold it now. This thing should like play it. Whoops, not the harvester, the header. This header should play like a theme song as it unfolds, because it takes so long, but it's like a ballet watching this thing unfold. We are getting ready to harvest these sunflowers once the rest of those mature. But yeah, like I said, this should have a theme song, like maybe like Eye of the Tiger or something. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Tick, tick, right? When this thing unfolds, it's really insane. This harvester works well, but ultimately, having a bigger harvester does matter. Those $500,000 harvesters do really, look, it's still unfolding. Those big $500,000 harvesters really do make the difference. Look, it's still unfolding. Wait, it's still not done yet. And there we go. Yeah. Those big harvesters do make a difference. The horsepower, because, for instance, some of these fields get kind of hilly, and I don't like getting bogged down to 1 mile an hour. All right, so we got this field here. So I'm starting to do some livestock, is why I've added 2 fields down here. Let's use the roads. I made roads down here for a reason. Whoops, I think that road's a dead end because I don't own that property, so I had to dead end that road. So we're gonna go around this way. Here I have wheat growing because I plan to have chickens. And I'm saving the straw. Oh, wait till you see my silo situation. I'm gonna show you guys my silo situation. You're gonna laugh. But since I don't have a silo, and I kind of like storing it, you'll see. Get this cool little shady forest road back here. It's a shortcut that leads. So here's my wheat field, and then this is my grass field because I already have a sheep pasture. Don't have any sheep yet because, well, I'm still not quite there yet. I don't have a tanker truck, and I don't have any kind of tanker yet. I don't have I still need more vehicles to really do this stuff. But here's my grass field. And I put my sheep pasture right here. Now, one thing, it's kind of a long trip to get from my sheep pasture back to, let's pull up the map, back to my main base, which is, don't you just love this long saving thing? There we go. To get from here back to my main farm, there's a lake in the way. Now, this map does come with a lot of mods. That's one reason I recommend No Man's Land. It comes with like, oh geez, a lot of mods, one of which is, or I should say custom assets, one of which is a bridge. I think I'm going to build a bridge across this lake, which is a new addition to No Man's Land. I'll just show you right now. Here's all the assets that come with No Man's Land. Everything under this tag, all of this stuff is mostly exclusive to No Man's Land. This is all stuff by Alien Jim. And this is just great. This map comes with all of this stuff. Selling points, decorations, look, dotted lines to make roads, and more decoration, and more decoration, and useful things. Some things to make you money, like that cellular tower back there, and you saw that I have one of those. Look, trees, which I do believe you can cut down and harvest and everything, and then all the big industrial equipment. Yep. All of these assets come with No Man's Land. I've never seen a map, it's an empty map, but it comes packed with everything you need. All right, so here's the sheep. Now I got my hayloft right here. Seemed like a decent place to put it. If I decide to zoom out here, I guess I'm going to have my livestock in this area here. So this seemed like a good place to have the hayloft, to store hay and straw for my animal pastures I'm going to have. There's the silo situation. We'll get to that in a moment. It's kind of fun, actually. Here's where I keep my skid steer. I moved it down here because it's my preferred tool of choice. One of my preferred tools of choice. This or a front loader for cleaning them up after the animals, moving bales, things like that. All right, and then over here we have my little Euro tunnel thing, and so I got room for 2 semi-trailers. Notice I have a low loader but no semi. Yeah, that was my bad. I actually did save up and buy a semi-tractor, and then the mod, I updated the mod, and it deleted my semi. So I got to buy a new semi. That's down the road. All right, let's check out my grain storage building. And this is where things get a little nuts. So here's where I keep my cheap little forage wagon. It's all I could afford. I have no baling equipment as of yet. These bales, let's zoom in. These bales came with the map. Let's just get out of the truck, actually. These bales came with the map, and I just stuffed them back there behind those Jersey barriers. I don't have any baling equipment as of yet, so I'm running the cheapest little forage wagon I can. My basic mowing equipment. This comes with this is not technically a mod. This is actually DLC. Really, really good mower. It's worth the money because it'll mow about 8.5 meters or so, and swath it on the way down. So if you're just doing grass, this is a great setup. If you want to do hay, not so much, because you can turn the swath on or off. So I guess you can mow it like normal, and then windrow it, and then ted it. I guess you could still do hay the normal way. Okay, so the big reveal. Here's what happens if you don't have a silo. And that's why the Bobcat is stored just right over there, because I use it. This is enough room here. I can pull anything. I can pull my Zerion through here with my tippers and everything. Although the skid steer is a little short to dump into a tipper. I intend to get a front loader for this place. I'll show you. I know you can put a front loader on a tractor, but my tractor's my Deutz actually has enough. Deutz, yeah, there we go. Sorry, I don't do German very well, or at all. It already has enough rolls, and I will tell you, I'm actually quite in love with this one front loader. If it would load, pun intended. This guy right here. This is actually a great buy, and I fully intend on getting one of these. And that guy is gonna, he's gonna live in here. He's gonna live in here. Yeah, one little pile of fertilizer I just can't seem to get rid of because nothing I have uses solid fertilizer. All right, so this is my ridiculous storage. This is only that grass field I showed you back there. This is only one harvest of that grass field. So right now I'm just letting it grow, and I'm not going to do anything with it till I get some baling equipment or whatever, because there is quite enough grass in here. Yeah, due to the lack of like a multi-fruit silo. I don't want to do a multi-fruit silo, to be honest. I want to have a regular one, and then I want to have like a liquid silo, and I want to have everything like... Right. So that's kind of the basic tour of it all. This loops back around. I made sure to make give plenty of turning room for semis and things like that. Like you see, this road goes back. This road right here. Now, this road will stop because I don't own all this property back here. But I made sure to give turning room for semi-trailers to get through there. And here's where my property stops. And I'm not sure what plot I'm buying next. This is plot 28. And this would be great to expand my animal pastures and things like that. Or I may buy the plot up north, but probably this one. So let's go up here. Let's see if these sunflowers have grown at all yet. If they've matured, or I don't know the proper terminology. Let's see if they're finally ready to harvest yet. Nope, they are. Yeah, I planted them. You guys know what I'm talking about. I plant them all at the same time, and the darn things, part of your field just grows like 12 hours apart. All this straw right here, all this straw, I'm gonna forage this straw up and forage all the straw up, and then yeah, I got the hay loft over there. I'll just tuck it in there. There's room for all this in there, and this straw will be useful when I start doing cattle and stuff like that. Well, that's about it, guys. There's been a lot of progress made since I last saw you, since part 2. So thanks so much for watching. I think now I'm gonna hop in my my harvester. There's so much equipment I want to get, and so much I want to upgrade. Like, I don't even have a windrower or a tedder yet. Luckily, my mowing equipment kind of includes windrowing with it, but I still need a separate windrower to make hay. I mean, unless I want to like scour every inch of the field with it, So I'm gonna go ahead and hop in here. Actually go the right direction. And I'm going to start harvesting me some sunflowers. And I'm hoping those will get matured by the time I make it down there. And guys, thanks so much for watching. That's it for part 3 of No Man's Land, starting from scratch. And honestly, so far, it's been... can I see my playtime? Let's see, what is my playtime on here? I think it tells me. Yeah, there we go. What's my playtime on this? Someone show me. There we go. Time played 63 hours. So a meager 63 hours of playtime on No Man's Land. And I've achieved, honestly, this is about as much as one person can really handle. Let's hop out of this because the noise. Really, at any given time, like there over there, I have, here I have straw ready to take care of. Here I have sunflowers ready to take care of. Driving back and forth to the store and everything. And by the time I turn this harvest in, I will be able to afford my IT runner. The containers for them are not that expensive. It's just buying the darn things. I know which one I'm going to buy too. Before I go, actually, I'll show you. I've been looking very carefully because it's a lot of money to spend. And I'm like, which one do I buy? And it's going to be this one, and I'll show you why. Wait, is it this one? Here, well, I can find it real quick if it's this one or not. Yeep, it's this one. So it's 180,000 base cost. The reason I'm buying this one, first of all, 3 axles, so I can put the big containers on it. Also, now I've not used this one yet, I don't think. But if you look at it, it does look like it has a trailer hitch, a regular trailer hitch. So I could theoretically pull another trailer behind it and still be able to back the whole thing up. And I mean, like as in reverse. Like for instance, right now I have like a dolly system and you can't back those up. So you have to do big loops around stuff. And I don't want to add, so right now I just had those 2 tippers down there. I don't want to add a 3rd tipper because then it's like a road train situation, and trying to turn around on tight areas is kind of a pain. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna hop back on my harvester, start hitting these sunflowers. Let's check one more time. Why won't they grow? Guys, thanks so much for thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check out our Discord. The link is in the server below. It's a real easy process to join the Discord. Just follow, do what the bots say. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, of course, and stay tuned for more farming simulator action, because I'd like to do some mod reviews and testing of equipment and reviews of tractors and things like that. Tell me what you want to see, and well, we'll see if we can make it happen. Guys, I'm Ryan from Dark Alley, and I will catch you probably next time. Will probably be either a review of a tractor or part 4 of No Man's Land, starting from scratch. Thanks for watching, y'all.